talking about. Little backwards audio to get the Yeah Come On show started. If anybody out there knows the rock band Thunder, contact them. Tell them to contact us because it's high time we play that song proper. But until we do, it's backwards. Love walked in through your door. Boom. See, I even mixed the title up just in case. I don't even want to get in trouble for that. It is the Yeah Come On show. It is Southside Steve, and it is Brett Barney. We are your host with the mostest, and we're drinking. Yes, we are. I'm personally taking a little sip of Legends. I've been drinking down in the basement. The wife doesn't know. Kids don't know, and I'm drinking straight from the bottle. Nice
That's
little
the way to do it, baby.
bourbon. Hell yeah. She don't need to know what I'm doing.
Well, mama don't know, don't hurt. Water boy.
That's it. Mama's upstairs watching that stupid Handmaid's Tale, sitting in the king-size bed all propped up doing her damnedest to enjoy herself, and I'm down here in the basement slaving away, and I got to do extra busting of the ass because my CPA called me today because I did my taxes, and I knew I was going to do it before I went on vacation, and you got until Monday, for those of you that don't know, so I'm going to put mine in today, Friday. And here's the deal. It's a big sum of money coming to the government, not me.
I was in the same boat. And you know when I did mine? Like a dumbass. Right before the wedding.
Hey,
Double
honey.
whammy.
Honey, we got to cancel the band. And my brother's going to DJ, if that's okay, because
he's got a killer
iPad
or, iTunes playlist. It's going to be great.
Cut. And here I am leaving on vacation, and I'll give you the amount. Because I sold a property, because I wrote a property off since 2004, well, the government came a-calling. Here I live in the most expensive county in the state of Georgia, paying 7%, paying for everybody's extra money, paying for everybody's checks, just doing my part as a good-ass citizen, giving nothing, not even formally educated. I stopped in 13th grade. What the hell? But the government wants $25,000 from your little Southside Steve.
That's a shitload more than they wanted from me.
Yeah. 21 to to federal, and like 3.5 to state. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And it's because I sold a property, and it's because of all this. She starts explaining to me, and I'm like, what about my write-offs? And I started cussing. I had to apologize for cussing to my CPA. Then I called my father-in-law, who's pretty nifty, and I put him on a three-way call just to make sure I had dotted all my I's on questions. And yeah, man, I gotta write that fucking check tomorrow. And I'm like, are you kidding? Oh my God. And then she's like, well, look at the money. That's probably the amount of money you probably made more than that over the years with write-offs. I'm like, okay, maybe, but somebody could have prepared me for this. I could have known. All you do is tap it. Hey, you know what? My kids don't need to go to college. Screw that. I didn't go to college. They don't have. I'm digging into college funds. I took Amanda's rich aunt's birthday money. I took it all. I'm taking everything in.
My kids don't need a used Honda Civic when they turn 16. No.
No. And I'm trying to be in a good mood. I mean, I'm 4 hours into knowing this, and I'm like, might as well laugh. I handle big things well and small things shitty. Little things bother me more than big things. So I'm like, screw it. So that's my deal. So that's why I'm drinking. And I am leaving on vacation tomorrow morning. Saturday morning, the family hits the road, and a goddamn gas crisis to 30A. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what is wrong with us? Why does this happen? Last time, do you remember when people were dying from the liquor bottles in the rooms?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That's when we were going to Puerto Rico. No, we were going to
Puerto Vallarta, probably.
Yes, that's exactly where we were going. Where everybody was. Yeah. Well, no. We switched to there. That's where we went second because more people were dying in the Bahamas. So
yeah, it's all the fake alcohol.
Yeah, it's all the fake alcohol. So we switched and went because there was rumor that it's not just the rooms, but they were messing with the bartenders' liquor too, and that you could die. And Americans were dying. So my family's super freaks. Next thing I know, I go from a 5-star in the Bahamas to a 3-star roughing it in Mexico. And I'm like, damn. Then we had a cruise to Greece. What happens? A pandemic. And now, finally, Southside, who's been nowhere in almost 2 years, gets to vacation, and there's a gas crisis. What the F?
Oh no, Southside Steve has the worst life ever. He has to pay the government money because he made money, and then he gets to go to Greece, but doesn't get to go to Greece, and then he gets to pimp out in Mexico.
I know these are first world problems. I
These are
get
the
it.
biggest first. My God, I could only get an iPhone 7. I wanted the iPhone X, but the government.
I know. It sucks. I've never paid more than $4 or $5 grand in my life. I'm like, you want how much? I mean,
That's
I
a
had
lot, dude. That's a
it
lot,
is.
man.
It's what it is. Long story short, it's capital gains
Oh yeah,
tax,
but
which is
think about
10 to
this: if you would have waited
15%.
longer, if you would have waited
Oh, I
longer,
know.
you're
I'd have
looking
been
at like
more screwed.
44%.
Yeah. And then here's the thing. You're exactly right. That's exactly what my father-in-law told me. And that's what my CPA, they go, had you waited longer, this is something that the new administration is going to nail people on. So I unloaded my rental property just in time. It was just a headache. And my tenant wanted to buy it that's living in it. So I'm like, I don't have to get inspections. I don't need a realtor. So let's sell it to you. And he got a much better deal than I would have charged somebody else. But I didn't have to do shit. He bought it as is. So, again, first world problems. But I was just a guy trying to get ahead with a rental property across the street from where I used to live. Now I'm done with downtown and I'm out here in, the burbs, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, the hell? It just a whirlwind. I've unloaded Atlanta and I paid for it to unload it. I'm like, it's not like I'm a billionaire here. What the hell?
Happens to the best of us. I would love to have these problems one day.
I hear you.
I
Well,
would
you
love
know
to be
what?
sitting here on a
Talk to me
podcast
when you're
drinking out the bottle.
56. You're gonna have, you know what, Brett
Dude,
Barney,
I'll
you'll
talk
probably.
right to that tombstone.
Oh God! By the way, you're on my short list. I'm thinking about getting a grave instead of spreading my ashes in the middle of nowhere or somebody tossing me out of a helicopter over Arizona or some shit. I think I'm gonna get a grave site because I want people to come and talk to me. And you're on the short list to show up and talk and pour Jack Daniels on my grave or legends. I'll take legends.
Can you Googleize you? I want to give you a googly.
Okay. You
And people that,
Googleize me.
yeah, people that don't get that, I mean, come on, watch.
No, because I know what a fantastic writer you are. And so I'm going to put you in there. So, and I expect you to go, and I expect somewhere in there if you go, thanks for coming to my wedding, dick. Back to Southside. And matter of fact, I got your address unbeknownst to our listening audience because I'm
I wasn't
giving
gonna
you
do that. I wasn't gonna do that at all. I was gonna say this, Southside Steve. What can you say about a man who slept with 419 women?
That's
Fucked
true.
my life. 420. Thank you.
You know what? That's 100% true. There you
It-
go. That I did do. But I got your address because I'm like, and tell your lovely wife. I almost said the M word. I don't want to say the M word and say her name. But I'm sending, if you're okay with it and she's okay with it, I was going to send a
Double-sided
check.
flexi dong. Oh, okay.
I was going to send it. I was going to send a check for your wedding gift, which is shitty, but I didn't show it at your wedding. Or I'll send you the gift I normally send, which is a nice crystal frame for your wedding picture, like real crystal, which costs me usually around $100. So I can send you $100 or buy you the frame. Your call.
I think we should let listeners vote on this. How about
All right.
that? Would that be a
All
better
right.
game?
Yeah, I'm also sending you a little bit of Yeah Come On money that is going to come out of my kids' college too. That I'm like, if I'm gonna take out all my money for taxes, I might as well take out some for Bet Barney. So you got a heck of a
Man. If
payday
they haven't
coming.
learned to read by 18.
I know.
Really think...
I'm sending it to your mama's house too. I don't trust your neighborhood.
I don't trust my neighborhood either, dude.
I'm not putting anything in your mailbox.
So you know how I told you our house got burglarized? So a house.
Yeah.
A house like right down the street. Same thing happened to them about a month ago. They sent out another notification today that it happened again last night. They got hit twice within a month. And the person got their social security cards, their cash, all their credit cards that they didn't have on them,
Oh
everything,
no.
passports. It's all. I'm like, we have to leave.
Yeah, you got to get out of there. And y'all are in a sweet spot. And, I won't give your exact address, but you're over by East Lake, which is nice. So nice.
Oh, in
But I
some
will tell you,
spots.
now, my
In some spots.
grandparents used to live off, you go down Cleveland Ave and you take a right on one road and go down, take your second left and go down, and there's some apartments. And that's where they lived. And it's like, you know what? My grandparents went from the most kick-ass house in West End, 10-bedroom house, and slowly crap got worse for them at one point in time. Not against anybody that lives in a trailer, but they lived in a trailer park, and then they end up in the worst apartment complex in an area where I don't even know that that was safe. But we went there, and everybody was cool to us, you know. But it's a rough neighborhood, and that's right around where you are now. And that was, I'm talking 1985, 86, 87. I don't know what it's like in 2021. I get a taste of it through you, that it's rough.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys. They're about like 100 to 200 at a time, and they drive these motocross bikes and four wheelers, and they block
Oh,
the
you get
entire
those
road.
dudes?
Dude, it's like a beehive. It's a beehive. You can hear them sitting in the house, and then it just gets closer and closer and closer. It's awful.
I got
It's
them
awful.
too. They used to come down Peter Street, right past my window. I'd look down at them. That was one of the routes. I'd be like, "What's up, boys?" And they just go by. I filmed it a couple of times, posted it up. It's like on Vine. There's some Vine postings of those guys, old school. But it is what it
What a
is.
throwback, by the way. Thank you for mentioning Vine. Vine did not get enough respect.
It didn't, and that's something I was terribly good at, and it went away. I'm like, shit.
You were
Now,
good
like
at not lasting long.
yes, on social media. In real life, I lasted too long, and that's why everybody wanted to do me. I'm telling you, it was a hell of a dude. Think
It's a
about it. When you're
conundrum. It's a
Southside,
conundrum.
it is. If I do a bad job, a chick would talk. Every night, I had to be Superman. I had to do weird, whacked out stuff. I had to go after the bud. I had to do crazy stuff.
Hey, we
Just
all have a cross to bear.
yeah, that was mine. I tell you, you couldn't just have a lame night. Now, once I got a girlfriend, then I could have some lame nights. I'm like, I'm not giving you much tonight. I don't really care.
That sounds like me every night, especially Friday.
I
Oh,
love it. I love it. I love it. Now, we got a really big show, and it's a really quick show. For those of you that listened or watched last week, we went an hour and a half with Mark Owens, but we're going to have that dude on again because that was some good radio talk. And for those of you that were fans of the different shows, we were letting it all out. If I'm somebody that worked with one of us, I would be cringing over last week's show.
yeah, we put a lot on blast. So if you haven't heard it, it's definitely worth a listen for sure. And even Mark told me people were coming up to him at the Braves game, telling him how much they loved him on our podcast, which I did not expect at all. I walked into work on Monday. I'm on the elevator with him. He's like, pulls his mask down. Dude, got people coming up to me at the game all weekend, telling me how much I love the show. Pulls his mask back up. It's like,
Oh, that's great.
thanks.
Woo!
I think I
And
tried to
here's the
text it to you, and I looked down because I wasn't reading the text, and I looked later. Thank God for autocorrect that changed like 6 words that it made no sense. You probably thought I was
no.
drunk at like 9:30 in the morning on Monday.
No, I like it when you text me lip ships touch hair nose nipple. I'm like, what is he talking about?
What time do you want a podcast? That's what I'm saying.
No, and here's what we're asking. We're just good dudes, man. Are we trying to get famous? Yeah, maybe. Do we want to have backups to our careers? Yeah, maybe. But it would really help if you guys would get more people to subscribe, at least on what I watch, which is YouTube, because I get a kick out of seeing us. So I like YouTube. But I know it's wherever you get your podcast. But tell a friend. Damn it, tell a friend and just subscribe because it's free. And one day when we're unemployed, it won't be free because we're going to charge. We're going to pull what I call the Kimmer, and I'm going to charge people.
Wow.
I'm not taking a shot at my boy. I'm saying go get him. God bless America. You've done enough free entertaining. You might as well get a little sample of some cash flow. But right now, the Yeah Come On show's so damn free I can't see straight. You just got to follow it and let our numbers shoot up. There's people that that don't think there's haters out there, put it that way. And I'd love to shove the numbers in their face as I drink.
Well, speaking about hate, we have to talk about the biggest problem going on right now in Georgia, and that is the gas crisis.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing is getting out of control. I actually went to one of my buddy's houses the other night, and he drives a big, like Silverado truck. My nuts hang down to the ground because he hangs them on the back of his truck by his tailgate, and they almost do touch the ground. They're enormous. But he went to the gas station, filled up his truck, and then he hid a cooler in the back of his truck, a Yeti cooler, one of the big ones, like the expensive
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
And he lifted up the cooler top, pulled the gas out, put it, and he filled up an entire Yeti cooler with gas.
Well, that's douchey. Why did he do that?
Because he's so worried about the crisis.
No, man, you can't do that. Here's the deal. The governor came out. Kemp said, first off, he's doing us a solid by not raising gas prices. He's doing the best he can. He got rid of the gas tax this month, trying to save you 25 cents on the gallon. And then he said, just go half a tank, drive around like you normally do. If you find yourself at a quarter of a tank, then put in half a tank, and that's it. If everybody would just have done that, we wouldn't have shortages or a line, but people lost their minds.
But that's how it always goes. And then you see the people just loading up like plastic bags from grocery stores.
That killed me. I don't understand that. I didn't even know a bag could hold gas. I would think gas would like rot through the plastic or something. Or burn through it. I don't know what the correct term is, but you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. And I know that I'm never going to drink a beer out of this guy's cooler ever again, knowing that he had the whole thing full of gasoline.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. And then I'm like, okay, how are you going to get it in? All right, I guess, yeah, you got a funnel. You got to put a funnel in. But the people with bags, I am not putting a bag. It would have to be four plied to go into my vehicle and tied, but still, it's sloshing. You're taking corners. The chances of you having a gasoline soaked interior are way too high. Now, you want to do it in a truck? Fine. Just hope nobody throws a cigarette out while you're next to them.
Yeah. And I can't imagine the people with the fumes in their car. I heard somebody saying that some guy had filled up a bunch of tankers, big like the oil canisters, put them in the
Yeah.
back of a Hummer, and then lit a cigarette up with the fumes, and the whole car caught on fire.
I believe it. I totally believe it. It is like watching the stupidity. This is why we can't be alerted if there's a giant, asteroid coming towards Earth. We can't be told anything because we lose our damn minds. Now, I think I can't say 1% of the population are stupid. I think it's higher than that. I think it's more like 15% or 20, because these people lining up at the gas stations and doing what they were doing are just nuts. And here I am having to drive out of town, and my father-in-law sends me an app, how to check to see if gas stations have gas on the route. And he's been calling gas stations on the route saying we may or may not go on this trip. I'm like, let me tell you from a good old boy standpoint, I'm not prepared. I mean, I am prepared because I'm an Eagle Scout. I said, but I don't worry about this kind of shit. I don't. I get on the road, and around half a tank, I'll start looking for gas, and I'll pull off and I'll try a station. Out of gas, no big deal, back on the interstate. And I'll keep doing that until I find it, and I know I'll find it. And I'm also cool enough, and I get it to where I can pull off where there's 2 or 3 gas stations and a Waffle House and have a conversation and be like, you guys got any idea where gas is? And I'll find it. I'll find it. But they're worried about it big time.
Gotta let that personality show. I know that I'm going on vacation as well next week, driving up to go to the PGA Championship in Kiowa. And so 5.5 hours ahead of me.
Well,
if I
can
get
you
there,
fill up and make it? I've been to Kiowa. I've been to that golf course in there. I'm trying to think. Can you get there on a full tank?
Yeah, more than likely.
So you can fill up. You just got to find gas there. That's still a hike, and you're going into a state to where they got just as much problems as we do.
Yeah, at least you're going to a state that doesn't.
Yeah, if I can get to Florida, but I got to get through South Georgia to pull it off. And that's the question. Can I get to Florida and find gas? I think we can, but my she's going, look, if we go, If you go ahead and pull this off and you want to do it, we just keep in mind we've got a 10-month-old and a 4-year-old. How do you think they're going to feel stuck on the side of the road? How do you think that's going to go?
Wow. Guilt trip.
They'll lose their minds. Once I can no longer start the engine to show movies, it'll get hostile in the vehicle. It'll get bad. There'll be a lot of crying, a lot of diaper changing.
Charge up an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Or something that you can play a movie on. Look, hey, look, here's a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
That's all you
I'll
need.
do that. And then I'm going to get out and hitchhike or have a sign. I'm bringing markers and cardboard out of gas. And here's the deal. Either a good person's going to stop or a bad person is going to take us all to the woods. I don't know which. I hope it's a good person.
God, I hope it's a bad person. That sounds super awesome. Sounds like a porno.
Well, as long as they do it to me, take me to the woods, let my family stay safe. Whatever you're going to do, just do it to me. I'll as long as I don't die, I'll talk about it. I don't care what happens. I don't care how many, weird things happen to me in the woods. Just don't do anything to my family. But I just want to hope a good person will stop and give me gas. A good person.
With everything going on, it's almost like the prepper situation that we saw almost a year ago with the toilet paper and whatnot, the bread, the milk, everything everybody gets. And I was curious what you thought about this being an Eagle Scout. If you were in a prepper situation, what are the 3 things that you would have to have with you?
3 things. A way to start fire, a way to make fire. So
is that like a flintlock?
A flintlock, if I got it, or I'll bang 2 rocks together till I get a spark. I've done that. I would say.
Why did we go so primitive? We could have just said a lighter.
I don't know, man.
Flamethrower. We can do anything. This is anything.
Okay, this is anything. I want a kick-ass lighter. I want one of those, lighters. I want, where I can weld if I need to. And then I think I want a gun. And
obviously that comes with ammo
and a lot of cash. I want a roll, I want a gun, and I want fire. Those are the 3 things I need, and I will get things done.
See, I'm thinking drugs, as in any kind, just because if something happens to somebody and you need to take care of a situation, and I'm basing mine off of what you said, I would do gold instead of money, but I'm not doing gold. I'm definitely doing the gun because, well, obviously,
gotta
protect yourself. Yes. Then I don't know what my last one would be. That one's tough. I'm not doing toilet paper like everybody does.
No,
man, I got a gun.
Fine.
You got toilet paper. You're going to throw rolls of toilet paper at me? I got a gun.
I got a gun. Yeah. I would find something to wipe with. You can wipe with leaves. Just don't do poison ivy. I got a buddy that did that at summer camp. That was funny. I never seen a dude's ass crack so filled with sores. I'm like, dude, it was brutal. That guy, oh my God, you talk about itching the butt crack. It was hilarious. He had his hand down his pants for a week, just rubbing. Then he got it on his hands in between his fingers. It was classic. I'm like, man, you need to go home. You just need to go home. Call your mom and say, this is legit. I got poison ivy in my ass. But yeah, I think you got to have the gun. You got to have cash. And I joke with fire, but that would be it. You're not going to say water. You can't have anything that you got to lug around.
Yeah. But drugs, I mean, like first aid. Like you'd have
I got you. Like a first aid kit would be probably, all right, I'll give up the flame for the first aid kit. Cash, gun, first aid kit. Now I'm ready. And, because you might aspirin, once you get dehydrated, you start getting headaches. Find a little puddle on the ground. Take a Excedrin migraine and sip some water off the ground. Whatever.
What are those straws that Matt Damon sends to Africa where you can like stick it in a dirty river and drink it and it purifies the water?
Those are real, man. Those work. Totally work. Yeah.
That might be my third.
Have about 10 of those straws in your back pocket. You're good. Yeah. All right. I like it.
Dude, we're ready for this.
Let's bring on, you know what? Let it get worse.
Yeah. Bring on.
I've been through a pandemic. Now I'm out of gas. What's next? I don't know. Oh, I know what's next. Those damn bugs coming out of the ground. Cicadas. We have cicadas. That's right. We have a cicada outbreak.
I remember when I was in middle school. So this probably would have been because it's cyclical to a almost 2 decades, as you said, like 17 years. And we did a field day or trip or whatever to Berry College. And
Oh, cool. That's like a Christian college. I know about it.
yeah, I went to a Catholic school, so
Mm-hmm.
that's in line. And we went up there, and all the trees. So like you look at a tree and it was all light brown. You're like, well, that's weird because it starts out dark and then it goes light. And this is terrible hand motions to be doing on a YouTube, but whatever. If we
No, it
get
just
flagged,
tells
that's
me
on
you've
me.
been with well-endowed men. Go ahead.
I know, so I do what I can. But all the trees, so we walk up to them, they were all the cicada shells. And like your
Oh,
little kids in middle school, we're pulling them off and like hooking them on each other. We're like wearing them like little
yeah.
brooches on our shirt and throw them on the girls and stuff. But God, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
It's nuts when this comes through.
Yeah, I don't know that it'll hit us, but North Georgia, I know, is getting it. It just depends on where these guys buried themselves. I don't know. I don't see them here. So far so good. But the little freaky dudes, and they're loud, and it goes on for a couple of weeks, and they're
Berry
just looking
College.
to. They got to mate and go back in the ground. Yeah, Berry College. God bless you. Uh, what do you think about quickly the Falcons' schedule? Where do you see the Falcons' record? Today we talked about it. A lot of people think 11-7. Does that come out right? Because we have 17 games.
That would be
So I'm trying
18
to
games.
18. Yeah, that's too
Just
many.
doing simple math.
10-7.
I carried the 2.
You did the right thing. 10-7. I think we'll do a hair better than that.
I think it's. I mean, this is probably the most generic statement I could ever make on this. It's going to come down to how healthy we can stay. I don't know if our defense is going to be able to keep up with people. I just
Yeah.
hope that our offense is so overpowering that it just beats people up and we can grind and grind and grind and grind. I mean, we have such great receivers. Matt Ryan, I don't know if he's still a great quarterback. I'd like to be proven wrong. I mean, the guy can sling a rock, but can he do it in 2.5, 3 seconds if he has blocking?
That's the thing. He just needs time. I agree as a pocket quarterback. If he gets time, we're okay. I was just curious what you thought. That was another one of the goings on this week. Subjects that I felt like we just need to mention or cover for the absolute hell of it, just to show that we're men and we watch football.
Yeah, we shit with the door open.
Damn right I do. You know what? If you don't like the smell, walk on.
We
Walk on.
eat beef jerky. We go on riverboat gambling trips.
That's what we do. Damn it. Yeah, it was funny because my mother's birthday was yesterday, and I talked to her. I'm like, where are you? We're at a casino. I'm like, in Alabama? We're in the casino. I'm like, oh, God, I think she was tipsy. One glass of wine, and that Catholic woman is out of it. But I was like, I need a casino. I got to go try to make some tax money back. That's what I need.
Getting just banged up. Speaking of you getting banged up, did you get your second shot yet?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I did. I got it 3 days ago. Arm is still, believe it or not, a little sore, but nothing. I think I was more tired on the first shot than I was the second. I was fine. No problems. I took Pfizer, and, as the guy that has to go out into the world, and, my company wants us to have it to be able to do, promotions or go in the studio. But I'm the only one that's gotten it. And I'm in no hurry, obviously, to see my kids get it. My wife's breastfeeding. I'm like, hold up there, sister. We'll get it. I just want a little more time to pass. But for me, I'm like, what the hell, man? I'll take it. So I'm fully vaccinated, and you are too.
I am not.
I know you're not.
Not at all.
I know.
No plans.
Yeah, we work for 2 different companies. God bless you.
Yeah, but you did see that CDC said if you're fully vaccinated, guess what? You don't have to wear a mask outside anymore. Motherfucker,
I don't know.
You got to wear a mask anyways.
No, you don't have to anyways. You're right. Unless a location says you do. If they demand it, then you can't go in there, and you get that, and you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Depending on your travel, if you're going to travel by air or go out of the country, you may not have a choice. But there was a news story. I think it was with the Yankees. All those guys are fully vaccinated. And there's been an outbreak because maybe they're going too wide open and they're running around like everything's fine. So I think even though you're vaccinated, you still got to kind of watch it. Just like you're not doing anything stupid. You're not getting out there in huge gatherings other than your wedding. You know.
Eh,
All right, maybe you are. All right, roll the dice. I can't wait till we do the show from your bedroom with you laying in the
on a
bed.
ventilator.
I got COVID. No, no, you know, not on a ventilator, but just all stuffed up because you got a cold. It hits different people different ways. I know several people that have had it, and thank God I don't know anybody that died from it. But it is what it is. I know where you're coming from, and you get what I had to do. So I think a lot of people are in our
Oh,
boats.
I would have done the same thing if I was your age. I had kids, I have a family, all that stuff. I probably would have done the same thing as you. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you're young.
I do plan to get it at some point. Just
Well, there you
I'm
go.
not there
There you
yet.
go. Yeah, I'm not bashing it. It's just, whenever you're ready, but you're still going to bed naked and you've only been married for a month. I mean, yeah, you're in a different mode, bro.
Thank you. And as you said about travel, you go and look at countries like Italy where we were like, my God, is anybody there going to survive? And they're saying if you want to come to Italy, either have the vaccination or proof that you have the antibodies or a COVID test that's negative. So all I have to do is prove that I don't have COVID, which I
That's it.
don't.
That's it. All you got to do is get tested. And then 3 days prior to leaving the country, you got to get tested again, and you get tested 24 hours maybe before you leave. That's it. That's the easiest thing. You don't have it, you don't have to worry.
Bingo, bango, bongo. So Mother's Day, though, I have to ask you because you said your mother's birthday was
Yesterday.
yesterday.
So her birthday's on the 13th. So here's the thing, because my father passed, like yours, we both are fatherless. Take a moment.
Here, here.
Okay. Cheers, cheers, cheers. But my mom did have her birthday, her anniversary, and Mother's Day all in the same week. Now she just has two, which is her birthday and Mother's Day. So I'm doing a combined gift. I asked her what she wanted, and I give her little things throughout the year, but she wants gift cards. I'm like, where, Mom? You live in Dadeville. What do you want? Olive Garden. So I've got to send her an Olive Garden and a Home Depot gift certificate. I, you know, I don't know, 25, $50 on each one. Hello. Take
Isn't
care.
that what drug dealers ask for now? Bitcoin and gift cards?
Mm-hmm. My mom could be doing that. I don't know for a fact. I'll have to talk to her neighbors and see if there's a lot of traffic in the driveway.
Well, I don't
I
know if
don't know.
she's a dealer. Maybe she's the user.
She could be purchasing. She's always in a good mood when I call.
Yeah, but that's because her, son's calling her to tell her all about his, escalades in life. And
She knows them all. She's seen it. She refused to meet girls when I dated them. She's
I don't know
like,
why I
nope.
said
I
escalades.
I get attached. I don't want to meet them. I don't want to meet them. She knew every little drinking stunt, every dumb Evil Knievel like stunt I did. She knew it all. We talked. We came in the house and knew. Once we were old enough, I wouldn't have said a damn thing under 18. But once I was over 18, then I talked.
So you guys did everything one whole weekend, got it done with, and moved
That's it.
forward.
It sucks for her. It's like the person that has a birthday 2 days before Christmas. It just sucks. You combine it. So most people will. If you don't combine it early on, which is great, you don't have the energy not to combine it later on. And I remember my father would separate it, which was cool. But me, I'd go get her one big thing, and I'd be like, "Happy birthday, Happy Mother's Day." So
Get it
that's
all
it.
done in one. I wish I could do the same, but over here, who's 2 days after Christmas?
Wow, wow. The wife's 2 days after Christmas.
Yep.
All right, you got no choice. Celebrate Christmas like a big dog and literally hit the reset button and just it's now your birthday. The weird thing is that poor girl has had birthday streamers, happy birthday posters, balloons, birthday cakes with a Christmas tree in the room. That's
Yep.
weird. That's weird. Not her fault. That's funny.
It is kind of her fault. But speaking of her fault, can I tell you my Mother's Day story?
Please.
I'm going to title this A Shot of Crown Black Saved My Mother's Day as well
Okay.
as my ass. And this is one of those stories, and I've been thinking about this.
I love already where we're going. Crown Black saved my ass and my Mother's Day. Can't wait to hear.
So I've been thinking about this, and only two people know this story. It's me and her. So I hope this isn't
You
one
and
of
your
those.
wife or you and your mom?
No, me and my wife. It was her family, not mine.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
you've got the mother-in-law now. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went out to go see her family, and it was a hike to get there. I mean, it was hour and a half drive. It's, you get outside of Atlanta, any direction you drive, an hour and a half, it's country. It's beautiful. There's tons of land, tons of property. We go out and see her family, and we pull up in this area, and it's this great farm. I mean, there's mini ponies, there's Australian shepherds that they breed. There's tons of them in this big acres and acres
Your
of
in-laws
property.
breed shepherds?
Hers, I guess they're mine now too. Ours too. Bingo. I'm getting
How
in on
many do
this.
they have? Is there like
9,
100?
but their
Okay.
dogs are in movies and stuff.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, and then they have like a tortoise. They have a bunch of roosters and chickens. They have one of those Chinese roosters that's like 4 feet tall. It's like the biggest cock I've ever seen in my life. And they have, big 3-car garage, and people are hanging out in the back, and they have a swimming pool and all this stuff. And they have
They're
this
living
big,
large, man. They got acting animals and they're raising them and selling them. Sounds like fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I walk in and I see her, I guess my brother-in-law, I know my brother-in-law now, younger kid. He sees me, he goes, "Man, I got something for you." And he opens up the freezer, slides it out, and pulls out a handle of Crown Black. I'm like, "Oh man, I really don't want to drink that. It's 1 o'clock on a Sunday. I really
Make
don't
a
want
good
that."
impression on the family. Let's start out with some beers or what? Oh, I know, White Claws.
Hey, actually, that's what we brought. We brought White Claws
Of
because
course you did, you Metro mess. Quit drinking that crap.
you know
Quit
what?
drinking.
Where is it? You don't tell me what to do.
Uh,
That's actually what I'm drinking right now.
if
But
you didn't live in such a rough neighborhood, I'd come over there and pound you.
street cred, dog. But
I
we
got you.
get there, and I go, "Okay, let me drink a water first. It's a hot
Okay.
day." Pound the water, and I grab the Crown Black. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The night before, I had gone out to Jim Gossett's show,
Okay.
and I'd had a couple, and I had helped one of my buddies who's been on the show, Matt Dorr. His company was moving a warehouse last Saturday, so I helped him do that. So I did that during the day, and I picked for lunch banh mi's, which is a great Vietnamese sandwich. I believe it's Vietnamese. If I'm wrong, I don't care. But I get up the next day, and I have this really soft gut. Like everything I eat mostly hates me the next day. So, but you live through it and you get fat and rock and roll. So I'm sitting there, and he pours me a shot about this big, and I take a sip of it, and all of a sudden I get the BGs. And for this instance, I'm going to call it the banh mi guts. I'm like, bloop, bloop. I'm like, uh-oh.
I need a bathroom. I need a bathroom now. Stat.
So I asked the woman whose house it is. I was like, "Hey, is there a restroom around here?" She's like, "Yeah, there's one over here by the pool." I'm like, "Perfect." And she says something, yada, 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 in the house, and then, poop. And I'm like,
No, pool be good. I'll go to the outdoor one.
"Yeah."
Fine.
So I go and I lock the door, and I come inside and I sit down,
Plop, 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 plop,
basically.
plop,
Yeah.
plop, plop, plop. Got it.
And
Plop.
I lean back, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be quick because the door doesn't close all the way. There's people all around. I'm like, all right, I got to be quick. And I'm like, this is awful. This is banh mi guts. Boom. And I hit flush, and it goes. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, time to wipe. But there's one thing I'm not hearing: water. The toilet's not refilling with water
Why not? Why would that toilet not do that?
because they're renovating the bathroom and it doesn't work.
Ha!
It had one flush in it.
One flush. Thank God it had that.
I
So
haven't wiped.
now,
I haven't
now
wiped
the
yet.
that's issue. That's great.
So I look over to the sink on the side,
I wonder
and
if it's got one twist.
there's no head to it. They had a cabinet on top of it because they're renovating this bathroom. There's
Shoot.
no head to the sink. I have no access. Okay, I look behind the toilet. The pipe that you go behind the toilet to turn the water on and off, it's inside the wall. They've
Oh
rebuilt a new
no.
wall. It's on the outside of the building.
So you got to go around. Do you have your cell phone with you?
I do, and I'm going to get to that.
I'm about to say, because all you've got to do, in my opinion, is get water to pour in there to flush. You need a bottle of water, like a bunch of them, or a gallon jug of water. I don't know. Somebody needs to go dip a bucket in the swimming pool. That's all you need.
Now you're thinking like me. I look over. What do I have next to me?
A bucket.
Solo cup with a shot of Crown Black in it.
Yes. Thank God for Crown Black, baby.
I hit that shot. I walk over to the door. Eep. Peek outside. Nobody sees me. I scoop
Pants
up
are down, right? Pants are down.
Oh no, I'm muddy and I'm fully wasted. I walk over, scoop a cup out of the pool, walk back in, pour it in the top of the toilet, look back around, scoop another cup out the toilet or out the pool, pour it in the toilet.
And you pulled your pants up over your
Oh, this is a problem at this point. This is a problem. I went to the danger zone.
I'm in the danger zone. Dude, this happened to me on a golf course once. This is great.
I turtle walk out, scoop up another cup. I'm like, all right, we're 3 cups in. I'm probably good.
You're good.
Flush.
I would think that's one good flush.
Nothing. Dude,
now you've wiped and put paper in there, right?
Oh yeah.
All right,
But
so it's
I'm not done. I'm not done. I got bond me.
You got round 2?
Oh, dude.
I
grab the phone. I call her.
Go to the woods.
I said, "Are you in the shed with everybody?" Yeah. Can you do me a favor?
We got trouble. Honey, we got trouble.
Don't say anything. Grab a sleeve of cups. Meet me in the bathroom by the pool.
We got trouble.
She comes around. She's like, oh, she walks in. She goes, "Oh my God."
That's crazy. You're like, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Dude, it gets worse.
How can it get worse?
You got two of us going back and forth, and I'm doing the whole waddle.
You don't need to go out anymore. You need to stay in the stall.
Oh, no, we're double teaming this. We're scooping pool water, and I'm going to fill this fucking toilet up. We're going to fill this up. Dude, I get on my last one. I pull my hamstring because I'm waddling and I'm squatting. I pull something in my hamstring.
You pull a hammy.
Yes.
That's great.
Now, here's the thing.
Stuff.
It flushes.
Thank God. Well, there you go.
And I know there's a bathroom in the house. So I go to the house and I walk in. People are in the kitchen. Grandma's. Hey, how are y'all? Going back and just walk past.
Not good. Not good.
And I know I got to be fast. This bathroom's beautiful. It's huge. Huge window right over the tub that overlooks the pool. No blinds. Everybody's standing out there. I'm standing there. I got to do this fast. Got to get this done. Turn the sink on. Let this go.
Did you have to throw away your underwear?
I was wearing pants with built-in underwear.
Oh, you're wearing like shorts. Shorts or pants?
Shorts.
Shorts. Okay, so you got a liner. Did you cut the liner out of your shorts?
No.
Oh, dude. That's when you're like, anybody want to swim?
I did. I did that. After somebody says, hey, I think you got some shit on the back of your pants.
That's where you blame it on, I fell in the yard. Whose dog shit in the yard? Who did that?
I blamed it on I sat in a chair with some rust and said, oh, the rust on the chair must have got on my pants.
There you go. That dirty rust gets you every time.
Dude, they were in the house. They're like, you could use the bathroom out there. I was like, oh, yeah, but the sink doesn't work. Need to wash my hands before we eat.
Well played, sir. Well played. And hopefully your wife helped.
Dude, I was tossing cards the whole time, just like, all right, who needs what deal?
Oh, dude, that's brutal.
But I did
Pulling a
definitely take about
hamstring too.
4 inches. Yeah, dude, it took me about 3 days to recover from. I could feel it in my ass
Limping.
cheek. It was miserable. But thank God for that shot of Crown. I'd have been like scooping handfuls of water, like, come on,
That
motherfucker.
sucks. At least you had a red Solo cup. Oh, I love it. You probably pulled a butt muscle. All
I
this
did.
great.
I did.
Oh, I know. That's what you did. You pulled your butt muscle doing the whole shimmy thing. I just want to say at this point in time, the Yeah Come On show, this is a great time to mention sponsors, you nasty man. Brought to you by OxygenFinancial.com. Ted Jenkins is there for all your financial needs. Circle 285. Too easy to remember. Why? Because we have 285 and it's a circle. Because it's a Georgia company. And what do? They quote you better deals on homeowners and driving insurance. They helped me. They saved me literally $700 a year, and I got more insurance. So go to circle285.com. And lastly, our buddy, Dr. David Markwell. David is ready to talk to you. Ridgeline Counseling. Dave will talk to you in person, or he'll do it online. He can Zoom talk with you too. He's affordable. He's probably one of the most intelligent guys I've ever met. Super great counselor. If you need counseling for any reason, Ridgeline Counseling. So there's our sponsors. We're 3/4 the way through what I think will be a quick Yeah Come On show. I'm Southside Steve, your host. That's Brett Barney, your co-host, and we're now through your crap story. What else you got?
I just had one more from Brett's brain. That was
I
really
like
it.
Brett's brain. This is one of my favorite subjects. When we don't have a guest, it's very fun to go to Brett's brain. This is good.
I've been wondering this. So, went and got a DiGiorno pizza. It's not delivery; it's theirs.
Those are the ones you buy in the grocery store.
Yeah, in the frozen food section.
Yeah,
Frozen
they're
pizza
like
section, technically.
they're kind of an upgrade to your basic pizza.
Yeah, a little bit more pricey, but better than the shit that you would get normally. You don't feel like you're eating cardboard.
Is it along the level of a Tombstone? I know it's close.
Oh, it's better than a Tombstone because it's got
Better
the
than
fluffy stuffed crust with cheese.
All right. DiGiorno.
So it says on the box, 2.5 feet of cheese. What does that even mean?
I would think it would be a slice of cheese.
So
like
one little grade of cheese
2 feet long
with another one that goes 2.5 feet. So what I'm thinking we need to do, we need to buy a DiGiorno pizza frozen, let it get to room temperature, and we take off all the cheese and measure it end by end. And I want to make sure false advertising.
They probably know there's somebody like you that would do this. It must be spot on. Like the machine that shreds it, must have like a load of 2.5 feet, like done. Then the next piece of done. I bet it's spot on, but we could test it.
Who measures cheese in feet?
Nobody. I've never even heard of that.
DiGiorno, 2.5.
But it's funny.
Feet. That doesn't make sense.
I love it. That's great. 2.5 feet of cheese. And
if somebody came up to you, hey man, what do you want me to bring as an appetizer to your party? I don't know, 2.5 feet of cheese.
I'm going to use it now. I think it's great. Can you bring a basketball-sized meatball? 2.5 feet of cheese and I don't know, a ball sack full of I mean, what the hell, man?
2.5 feet of cheese. Who measures? Like, I would understand if it said 2.5 pounds.
Yeah. I don't
My
know.
God, if it says 2.5 pounds and I'm an idiot and thought it said 2.5 feet, it says LBS, not FTS.
I don't know. I was going to look it up. I love it. I think that's great. That's good.
2.5 feet of cheese.
Who knew?
Well, apparently the people at DiGiorno, I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
But I bought it and I ate it. Tastes
good. Well, guess who's got 2.5 feet of undigested cheese in their damn small intestine or large intestine? You do.
And you wonder why I ruined somebody's toilet. Oh, dude, and the worst was when we were all eating, and I watched another guy go in there, and he was like, I think this toilet's broken.
No. You think?
Mm-mm.
Well, whoever sent you in there in the first place is a jackass. I mean, seriously.
Well, I think that she said you don't poop in here, but I thought she said you do poop in here.
Well,
So I was really in a pickle. That was a real pickle.
Who says that? I was in a pickle.
I don't know how else to describe it, man. I'm scooping cups of water out of a pool to flush a toilet with mud butt.
I was really in a fix.
I have to call her in, and she looks at me, and we finish, and I go, "I hope you know I'm telling this on the podcast."
Of course you are.
Yeah, she was like, "I wouldn't expect it any less."
Oh, well, thank you for that. I enjoyed your poop story. That's great. So you're out of town next week too?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Family vacation.
I know, and we all know what happens when your family gets together. People get broke up with. So, but you've never gone on vacation with your wife. Those were girlfriends. That doesn't matter.
Bingo.
I don't think. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. She's fine. Everything's fine. I guess we could do a podcast on our vacation or not, because it's a damn vacation. Not.
And the only reason I'm busy. I'm gonna be like you next week. I got a 3-year-old. I got an 8-month-old.
Oof.
I got to go to the golf tournament.
Yeah, that's gonna be brutal. No, you got first world problems too. And I dig that. The tournament's going to be awesome. So I'm not going to take away from your family time and your fun and all that. So there will be, I'm saying it now, no Yeah Come On show next week.
Best of.
We'll do a best of. We'll run one that we like, one that's funny, and we'll toss it out there. We will do that. We hate missing shows. There's not a whole lot of vacationing going on. I don't know when I'm going to have another one. So we'll be back. But enjoy yourself, and you need to enjoy yourself. And if there's nothing else, I'm ready to end this one because I've laughed a lot, and I think it was pretty damn funny. Unless you got anything else, Brett Barney.
Am I missing something? I think we got it all.
I think we did. I just want to say right now, special thanks to OxygenFinancial.com, special thanks to Circle285.com, and Ridgeline Counseling with Dr. David Markwell. Look him up, find him, tell him Southside and Brett sent you. He'll give you a great deal. I think we're done with the Yeah Come On show this week. So to all, a very safe weekend. I hope everybody gets from point A to point B with our present day gas shortage, and everybody's safe. There you go. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, come out.
Couldn't have done it better. I couldn't have done it better. It's the Yeah Come On show.